Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I am going to take you guys along this week as I share what we will be eating for dinner this week. If you're new here to my channel, my name is Julie. I am a mom to 5. We homeschool. Days are pretty busy around here. I love the fall meals. I love making soups and stews, and there are a few of those on our menu for this week. So this week, Monday to Friday, I will show you our 5 dinners. For Monday's meal, I am starting by making some potato wedges. So these are white potatoes. I didn't even bother peeling them. Sometimes I will make a similar potato dish but with cubed potatoes, but today I am making them nice and slim cut like French fries. I put the potatoes onto these baking sheets, drizzle olive oil over them, and then use some of this Montreal steak seasoning. I just lightly season them or they get to be too spicy for the kids. I just had to show Simeon here. He is ripping up this lettuce for our salad, but I am going to mix these potatoes together. I want to make them as even as I can. I'm going to put those into the oven at 375 for about 45 minutes. About halfway through the cooking time, I will switch what level they're on in the oven. Then I am going to make some beef patties. I'm going to put in some breadcrumbs, an egg, and some salt and pepper, and just get this meat mixture all mixed together. Then I roll the meat just into individual patties and fry them up on my griddle here. I only had 1 pound of ground beef to use today. Typically I would use more than that for our family, so I also just pulled out this package of breakfast sausages from the freezer just to make up a little bit more meat for us. Into our salad, I put some tomatoes, some orange peppers, and some chives, and then we have some salad dressings to pick from, and we will have that with our potato wedges and with our meat. For Tuesday's dinner, I'm going to make a butternut squash beef stew. The recipe calls for stewing beef, and it is really good with stewing beef, but I didn't have any of that today, so I used some ground beef instead. So first I started frying up the ground beef, and then I was ready to get my butternut squash peeled and chopped up. In case you're wondering why I have more ground beef today, it's because today was shopping day, so I got more ground beef after running out of it yesterday. I did a 3-pound package here, so I fried it all up, and then I'm gonna take half of what I cooked and put it into a container into the fridge for a meal later on this week. That will cut one step out of my meal prep another day. As I start chopping up my butternut squash here, I obviously haven't used butternut squash in a while because I forgot which end of the squash, like the seed pod, is in. So I'm chopping here wondering, where are the seeds? Oh, that's right, I'm on the wrong side. So I just got this all chopped up, and then the other side is where I have to cut around all of those seeds. I also chopped up some carrots and some onions, and all those veggies went right into the Instant Pot with my cooked meat. I added some chicken broth and some diced tomatoes and some spices. I got that all mixed together. I set the Instant Pot to 10 minutes, and then that will pressure cook. While I wait for the stew to be done, I'm gonna get some spinach here and just chop that up really nice and fine, and then add that to the stew. And this is just a really nice, warm, comforting soup for the fall. For Wednesday's dinner, I'm gonna start by making some dinner rolls. So this is a really simple dinner rolls recipe. I make this quite regularly. It is a big hit in our family. I make the dough, I let it sit for half an hour to rise, then I punch it down, roll it into dinner roll size balls, then that rises for another half hour, and then that pan will go into the oven. Then I will start making my soup. This is a really simple soup recipe. So I have my pinto beans straight out of the bag. They haven't been soaked. They're gonna go right into my Instant Pot, as well as some chicken broth, some onions, garlic, a few spices, as well as this small ham. That is going to pressure cook for, I believe it's 40 minutes. And when that is done, I just take all the ham off of the bone, put it back into the soup, and it's cooked through and really tasty. My dinner rolls turned out amazing and will go perfectly with this pinto bean and ham soup. For my next meal, I was actually going to make another soup today, and then I just wasn't really feeling it. I thought I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to be cooking up some rice and chicken here in the Instant Pot. I put some butter into the Instant Pot to melt and ready to saute some chopped onions as well as some chopped chicken breasts. I like to chop up chicken breasts when they've come out of the freezer and are still a little bit frozen because they're so easy to chop that way. These ones defrosted a little bit more than I prefer. Then I'm going to add some chicken broth, some rice, and some spices. Once that was done pressure cooking, I opened it up and was a bit surprised by how much broth was still in there. I've never cooked rice in here before, and so I thought that looked like too much liquid, and so I did end up draining a bit of liquid. In the end, I wish I hadn't drained as much as I did because the rice will absorb a lot of that liquid as it sits. But I'm going to add some cheese, get that mixed together, and just let the cheese melt. I also added some salt and pepper, and this was a really yummy rice dish, and I just had a bunch of raw veggies to serve on the side. For Friday's dinner, I'm going to start by chopping up some onions and frying those in my skillet. I'm going to take out that ground beef from earlier in the week and add that to my onions and just warm it back up. I have some of this homemade taco seasoning I will add because if you haven't guessed it yet, we are having tacos for dinner tonight. So then I just need to get some of my toppings ready. So I'm grating some cheese. For salsa and sour cream, I like to mix those together. It's just easier, I find, than having them separate. It makes just a nice creamy topping for our taco salad. So here I have our taco chips. I think I said we're having tacos. We're just having taco salad tonight. There's our meat, and then our chopped onions, cheese, sour cream, and salsa. I realized that I was out of tomatoes except for a little bit of tomatoes in my leftover salad from earlier in the week. So that is how our taco salad is looking for tonight. This one is a really big hit for the kids. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing our dinners. Any recipe I used, I will link those down below in the description box. And also subscribe to my channel if you are interested in seeing more content from me. I do post a lot of grocery hauls and full day of foods, as well as a lot of other homeschool mom content. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.